And welcome to the Anime Den. This time around we of course got the Evangelion 3.0 Mari the Illustrious Real Action Heroes, as you can see from the front of the box. And the front of the box is of course an action pose of the figure. So let's do the box quickly. Of course it tells you what it is. Real Action Hero by of course Medicom Toys. And it has its little sticker there, 3D sticker, to prove that it of course isn't a bootleg, because let's face it, pretty much anything anime now gets bootlegged. And of course Evangelion 3.0 you cannot ever do, and of course the same again in Japanese. On the side again we've got a pose of the action figure. It's a bit bland. I would like to have seen, you know, a bit more of a effort put in, but it is what it is. On the back of course it is literally just a black box with again the font logo for of course Evangelion 3.0, and again on the side with a warning down the bottom of course about not giving it to your 3-year-old children. Top and bottom pretty much the same. So the top again is just got Evangelion Real Action Heroes, and the bottom is of course again exactly the same. It was a bit disappointing because of the price. I would like to have seen maybe something different, particularly on the front, because it's an action pose for a figure and a box that has a gatefold open, so you can actually see the figure inside, and it actually again has data on of course the figure inside it. So I'd like to have seen on the outside of the box maybe something different. I mean, these are around the same price as Hot Toys, so a bit more of a finish would have been nicer, but of course we didn't come to look at that, we came to look at the figure inside. So let's have a look. And again, for the price, you'd expect a better box. You know, this is a very, these figures retail around the $200 plus, and they're packaged literally like a Kotobukiya or a Griffin statue that sells for half the price sort of thing. So we of course get a nice little card for, well, postcard indeed, for of course Real Action Heroes. A little bit of self-advertising there. We're going to open up to see what else you get in here. You know, I don't expect to see much, but you never know, you're lucky in China. So a postcard, and I'm expecting this is probably going to be a warranty card of some sort. Yeah, I'd say so. So nothing special. Let's get this back in this bag. Yeah, it's not that terribly important, isn't it? So of course we get a black insert for the back. Nothing terribly exciting there. And we get of course Mari in clamshell, and a set of a stand with of course adjustable grab points to hold her at different poses, different heights, which is sort of cool. Actually I do like this. You know, you don't normally, I've never done a Real Action Hero before, so I don't know if this is something that they do for Real Action Hero, but certainly Hot Toys, they usually just give you one base, that's it. So there's a couple, we'll have a look at that proper in a minute. And of course then we get Mari, or Mari. And of course, as you see, we get two different hands, we get a drink bottle, and of course the figurine itself. So let's get the figurine out. And it's a standard clamshell pack, so it's literally just a matter of popping, and away that goes. And out comes the figure. We have a couple little bits of plastic. And there we go. We have Mari out of the box, per se. So let's just quickly put this all to one side. We don't really need to do the alternate hands or the drink at the moment. We'll get the base out. Let's get this all happening here. So if you have a quick look, it's just a plastic C with a guide to go through the post. with an adjustable screw, so you can actually tighten up to adjust to the height you want. Oh, come on. And of course you get a clear plastic post for obviously her to stand on to prop up that little seat. So I was going to point out in a second that I had a knife in my hand a moment ago and I'm using my fingers to tear open the plastic. That's the base. I'm a bit disappointed. I mean, this just really seems to me that this is just a generic pack they must put in all real action heroes. I'd like to have seen something on the base. Like, again, for the price, even just an Evangelion sticker. Just something to make me feel that the money we've spent is well spent. Because again, yeah, Hot Toys, they generally will put some sort of iconography on the base. You know, there'll be a logo for the, you know, if for nothing else, the show. So let's get these all out. Lucky last, lucky last. And it's now, because this appears to be a generic pack for the figures or for the Real Action Hero line, I suppose the next thing is to find the right C-clamp for her waist. And that looks like it's going to be about it. So, we can just slide that on. And we'll get her standing up. There we go. Let's get a little twist on the back just to tighten it up, and there we go. So these other three, they're of no use. They're not really going to serve much of a purpose. So, let's get a little closer to Mari the Illustrious, and let's have a quick look. Oh, we're going a bit off camera here. So what can we say about this strap? So this is a PVC, sort of a vinyl feel. So this is actually cloth. There's actually a cloth suit. So she's wearing a proper cloth plug suit. Limitation is, of course, it is very tight, so posing will be a problem. Because the moment you do it, particularly in the elbow, she's going to want to drop back down, which is a problem. Shoulder, not so much. Shoulder will have nice articulation, but again, it wants to have a bit of a pull. So you're not going to get full, so we'll just do it from the front so you can see it. So again, you lift the arm up and it automatically wants to pull. Of course, wrist is fine because the wrist is actually a detachable wrist. And that's, of course, a grip version. The other hand is just a straight hand version. You're going to see the same problem on this one. So you're going to lift the arm up. The cloth is going to drag it down. It's a problem. I think over time the cloth will stretch, but it causes issues at the moment. And because again here, it's very awkward hip movement, and the knees the same. Foot, not so bad. So we'll just lift it up so you see. So the foot's not so bad. There is some good articulation movement. But remember, because she's wearing an actual cloth, or, you know, a pleather vinyl, if you will, suit, so the limitations come from that. So again, sideways movement, it's not going to really work. It's going to pull it back in. Not a problem. Because again, the head is going to have good movement and a little bit of head tilt. The artwork on it is actually really nice. I love the face. The face, let's see if we can get a close-up of the face. The face is absolutely amazing. That is a really, really well sculpted face. And the actual details on the suit are very nice as well. Like that's, you know, a separate piece of vinyl, I suppose it is, that's been stitched on. That's actually plastic there, as is that. That whole top section is actually all plastic. So I doubt you're going to be able to remove the suit. And you can't even see what I'm playing with. I actually can use it at the moment. So let's come back. So, as I was saying, this whole upper part of the torso feels like it's just plastic. Except for here, this does still feel like a vinyl piece. It's separate to the top, so it moves independently. Of course, that is literally all a vinyl suit. There's no way to detach it, so it's just there. And again, on the back, we'll just take off the stand for a moment. So again, that's plastic there. It's very obvious it's plastic. You can see stitch lines which is not a big issue. So you can see there's a stitch line there, stitch lines in. They don't take that much away from the figure. Again, the actual figure itself looks very well done. It's a very good finish. Could it have been better? Yes, probably could have. I mean, again, it's the price, and you can feel that there's no real body beneath that. When you actually, let me go back a bit further. When you squeeze in, you can feel there's no doll. It's a skeleton. So there's no like figure underneath it, which is a bit disappointing. So if the stitching comes apart, you can feel that it's going to look very odd underneath because there is no body. And that clamp, I'll have to change that clamp, is actually pushing in where there is no body. So there's obviously like a skeleton body there. There's no actual figurine body there. So, Real Action Hero. Very first one I've ever bought. Murray the Illustrious. I thought it was worth the grab. Not as good as Hot Toys. Very hard to justify the price. I've looked at other hot ones in the past from this range and gone, ooh, probably not. Going to wait now till I see them on auction or something where I can get them cheaper. But that was it. So this was the Anime Den. This was, of course, the Murray the Illustrious 3.0 figure from Real Action Heroes. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to rate, subscribe, leave comments, and we will see you next time.